Ready? Start. The Supreme Court is right in considering cent% reservation as anathema to the constitutional scheme of equality, even if it is for the laudable objective of providing representation to historically deprived sections. The verdict quashing the reservation of 100% of all teaching posts in scheduled areas of Andhra Pradesh for local scheduled tribes is not against affirmative programs as such, but a caution against implementing them in a manner detrimental to the rest of society. A 5-judge constitution bench found that earmarking teacher posts in areas notified under the 5th schedule of the Constitution adversely affected the interests of other candidates, not only from scheduled castes and the backward communities, but also other scheduled tribe communities not native to those areas. Of course, what the state government did in its original orders of 1986 and thereafter in a subsequent order in 2000 was not without its own rationale. It found that there was chronic absenteeism among teachers who did not belong to those remote areas where the schools were located. However, its solution of drafting only members of the local tribes was not a viable solution. As per the bench noted, it could have come up with other incentive to ensure the attendance of teachers. Another aspect that the court took into account was that Andhra Pradesh has a local area system of recruitment to public services. The President, under Article 371D, has issued orders that a resident of a district zone cannot apply to another district zone for appointment. Thus, the 100% quota deprived residents of the scheduled areas of any opportunity to apply for teaching post. Affirmative action loses its meaning if it does not leave the door slightly ajar for open competition. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar observed during the debate in the Constituent Assembly on the Quality Clause that any reservation normally ought to be for a minority of seats. This is one of the points often urged in favor of the 50% cap imposed by the court on total reservation, albeit with some allowance for relaxation in special circumstances. It is still a matter of debate whether the ceiling has innate sanctity, but it is clear that wherever it is imperative that the cap be breached, a special case must be made for it. Such a debate should not divert attention from the fact that there is a continuing need for significant quota for scheduled tribes, especially those living in areas under the 5th schedule. A special dispensation in the backdrop, it is somewhat disappointing that courts tend to record obiter dicta advocating a revision of the list of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, while the power to amend the list notified by the President is not in dispute. It is somewhat uncharitable to say that the advanced and affluent sections within Supreme Courts and scheduled tribes are concerning all benefits and do not permit any trickle down. Indian society is still some distance from reaching that point. Stop.